Hello students, in continuation with the previous theory, now we want to derive the expression of a line current I of R, this I of R. Okay, now I of R we know that it divide into two different parts. By considering IRY and by considering IRB, we can rewrite the equation for IR. And we have discussed in a previous lecture like line current value. Here I of L that you need to consider, that is nothing but your I of R. So that is nothing but root 3 of IPH that we need to derive, that we need to prove. Like if I want to derive the expression for I of R, the phase current I of RY and I of BR will make an angle phi between the voltages VRY and VBR respectively. An angle between the VRY and VBR is 120 degrees. Just memorize the previous diagram of a delta connected load. Now the angle between IRY and IBR will also be 120 degree. Okay. Now from the particular connection and by considering the phase sequence RY and B pattern, okay, I can write the IRY that is equal to IMPH sine of omega t. Now that IMPH is nothing but peak value of a phase current. Now in a rectangular form, if I want to write, I can write IMPH plus J of 0. Now by considering I of RY, if I want to write the equation for IBR, so that I can write it is equal to IMPH sine of omega t plus 120 degree. Okay. Now if I rewrite the equation in a rectangular format, finally the equation that I will get, that is nothing but 0.5 IMPH plus J 0, 0.866 IMPH. Now I of R, that is nothing but vector summation of two different phase currents. By considering the direction, I can write the equation that is nothing but I of RY minus I of BY. Okay. Now if I put the value in an equation of I of RY and I of BY, so that finally I can get equation like in this way. Now in a polar form, the previous equation if I want to write, I can write it like in this way. Okay, so that particular equation will give me the value that is nothing but under root of 3 IMPH with an angle minus 30 degree. Okay, now this is called I of R line current, that is root 3 times higher than the phase current, and I of R that lags IRY by 30 degree. So this we have proven, or this we have proved that the line current value that is under root 3 times higher than the phase current value in a delta connected load. Now after considering that, consider the power relation in a delta connected load. Same as in a star connected load, the total power PT one need to consider. To consider the total power PT, one has to consider the power in each phase. So power per phase, if I want to write, same way I can write PPH, IPH, cos of phi in each particular phase. So for 3-phase balanced system, I need to consider 3 of PPH. Okay, so I can rewrite the equation like this way. Here you need to consider the reverse condition as compared with a star connection load. In a star connection load, we know that I of PH that is equal to I of L, and V of PH or V of PH that is equal to V of L under root of 3 divided by under root of 3. But here you need to consider I of PH that is equal to I of L divided by under root of 3, and V of PH is equal to VL. Exactly reverse situation you need to consider. So total power, if I want to consider by considering this particular two values in a this particular equation, if I put, so that I can have an equation like root 3 VLIL cos phi, that is total power consumed. Okay, now the expression for the total power consumed for the delta connected load is same as that for the star connected load. We have recently we have checked the power relation in a star connected load, where we have checked the total power consumed for the star connected load, that is PT is equal to root 3 VLIL cos phi. The same equation you can get whenever you are using delta connection, balanced delta connection load. Okay, but the values of the line current and the two for the two configuration will be different. Values for the line current and the line voltage for the two configuration is different. This fact must remember while obtaining the power. Now the power relation, once you consider, so the one need to consider the apparent current value. okay, apparent power value and the active power value. Now the apparent power S is nothing but 3 into apparent power per each phase, so it is, you can write it is equal to root 3 VLIL volt ampere. Active power P, that is 3 into VPH IPH cos phi. So this you can write like in this way, that you can measure in a particularly in a watts. Now the reactive power, if I want to write the reactive power, you can write Q, that is equal to 3 VPH IPH sin of phi, and you can write the equation like in this way. Now by considering apparent power, active power and the reactive power, if I want to establish a relation by using the power triangle, so that my relation between I can establish using right angle triangle, okay, by considering the fact one side represent the reactive power, second side represent the particularly active power and the apparent power. So this is how I can write the power triangle, okay, for a delta connected load. Now the power factor. The power factor, again, the load power factor for the 3-phase balanced delta load, that is equal to the power factor of each phase in a load. So overall power factor, if I want to write, that is equal to cos phi, where phi, that is angle between the phase voltage and the phase current. So we can say that the overall factor of a 3-phase, overall power factor of a 3-phase balanced delta load, that is equal to cosine of the phase angle between the phase and the voltage and the phase current. So this is how you can establish a relationship between delta connected balanced load. Okay, now this is all about a particularly star connection and basics that you need to consider in a star and the delta connected load. Now in a particularly in an examination, they may ask you the comparison of a star and the delta connection, or for the numerical point of view, you also need to consider all the equation which you can consider like in a star and the delta connection. First, you need to identify whether the given circuit is with a star connection or with a delta connection, and accordingly you can apply the equation which is suitable for the star and the delta connection load. For the delta connection load also, you all have to consider the numericals, okay, which relates the value of a current, relationship between voltage and the current, line current, phase current, line voltage and the phase voltage. Also you need to consider the power equations that will define in a delta connection, okay, the value for the impedance value, how to write the total power value, apparent power value, reactive power and the active power. Everything one has to consider, okay, for the theory as well as for the numerical point of view.